although compared to the population we have, the number of cases in India are fairly small, if I can say so. But the problem we have at this time and why we have to be careful is because the number of active cases is rising. What we need to happen is that the active number of cases, that means what active number of cases means is the new hospitalizations minus the people who are getting well. That should start decreasing so that the total number that people who are being treated for COVID starts to go down. That number is still rising. And as the base is becoming larger, the number of people falling sick every day is increasing, but the number of people getting out of hospital or out of treatment or those who are getting well are not as many as the new people who are getting unwell. So that's where the problem is. And that's what needs to be sorted out. Until the net number of people getting unwell starts to decrease, there is still a problem that we are facing, and we'll have to be careful how we open up. And just one more thing I'd like to say is that testing is something that we're not doing as much as we should be doing. Although it doesn't matter, it sort of may not matter, because the point is, by testing more, we'll know that that we may come up with a larger number of people who are unwell, but the fact will remain that the number of deaths will not change, and the number of deaths in India is not as high as in most other countries. It's not that big a number, although even one death is a matter of concern. But our number, the total number of deaths, about under 2000, fairly under 2000 in 40 days, is not a matter of that big a concern. We should not have even one person dying from any disease for that matter, but it is not as large as it is in many other countries. We have about 75 to 100 people dying every day, which is growing in the sense that it is not coming down or it's not flattening out. A week or two back, the number was at 30 or 40 or 50 people dying every day, which is now slowly risen to about 70 to 100 people dying every day now, which that is a large that it's not a very large number considering the size of this country. But the cause of concern is that the number of deaths are rising every day, which needs to flatten out, which needs to either remain constant for a while and then start coming down, or start coming down. So that's a cause of concern too. Currently, the number of new cases is higher than the number of people who are getting well and going home. What needs to happen for the situation to come under control is that the number of new cases becomes less than the number of recoveries, or the number of recoveries start to increase so that the net number of cases start to decrease. Currently, what is happening is that the net number of cases, that is new cases minus the people who are recovering every day, is a positive number. That number has to become a negative number for the situation to come under control. That is when the number of active cases graph will start to look something like this. This is a graph of South Korea at the time when the cases started going down in South Korea. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.